Hello everyone, it's Sippy Cup, and I'm bringing you a new indie game today. Today we are taking a look at RimWorld. RimWorld could probably best be described as Dwarf Fortress in space. So it's being produced by a one-man team, Ludeon, and at its helm is one person, Tynan Sylvester. Now he's doing most of the work on the game, all the coding, the art. There is one other person involved. My understanding is that a person named Alistair Lindsay is doing the sound design. So really, altogether, this game is a product of two people, and so far, I'm very impressed. Influences for this game that Tynan has spoken about, in a public forum. He said that, big influence is obviously Dwarf Fortress. As you'll see, the game borrows a lot of ideas from Dwarf Fortress. Secondly, science fiction. So Revelation Space is a book by Alistair Reynolds, and quite a good one at that. Sort of a sci-fi space opera. Ideas from that will appear in this game. Firefly is hopefully something that you guys have seen. I believe it was originally on the Sci-Fi Channel. Excellent show. Highly recommend that you track it down, and it's a shame that they canceled it. And finally, the other one was, what was the other one? Prison Architect. The art style, you'll probably notice, is very evocative of Prison Architect. The similarities are very striking, although Tynan has said that he's spoken to the Prison Architect lead designer, and they're all on good terms, so it's all good. Cool. So I guess with that said, let's talk a little bit about what makes this game different, unique, things like that. So, as I've said, it's very similar to Dwarf Fortress. Your mission is to survive on a world, a rim world, a colony world. There is no human presence, limited human presence. It's sort of like the Wild West, basically, right? And this is sort of where the Firefly influence comes in. You're not the only person on the planet. There's also pirates and raiders, wandering adventurers, things like that, people trying to find their fortune. This is, if I didn't have family and ties, this would be my dream, to travel. Sure, love and life are rare flowers that bloom but rarely in the vast immensity and blackness of space. But would I leave everything behind to go to another world? You bet your ass, I totally would. So if that were a possibility, I would be here doing just this. But yeah, so far, it's shaping up great. This is just an alpha. It's strictly a press build. There's, it's feature incomplete. There's going to be a lot more. Now that I've spoken about this for 3 minutes, I guess let's just dive in and take a peek. So we'll create a new colony. There's the storytellers. Basically, is one sort of unique thing about this game is that similar to how Left 4 Dead 2 works, where there's a sort of an AI or a computer-controlled storyteller that's working behind the scenes to introduce obstacles to sort of spice up the gameplay. RimWorld has that. So you've got a couple ones here. There's Cassandra Classic, who will kind of build tension throughout the course of the game. You've got a tougher version, and then you've got Phoebe Friendly, who's if you just want to kind of have the training wheels on, and then Randy Random is just totally a mixed bag. Could be really easy, could be really hard. So we'll just go with Cassandra Classic for now. Now, here you can see basically the stats that each of my 3 settlers has. Unlike Dwarf Fortress, you get only 3 settlers. You do not get to choose your starting equipment, only your starting skills. So some of the stuff is implemented and some is not. So incapable of intellectual, this means that they actually cannot research. So this is implemented. Traits, klutz and squeamish. There's no mouse over text on this, so I'm not 100% sure if this is implemented or not. What this means. Klutz might mean that they are more likely to start a fire or something while they're building. I'm not 100% sure about that. Again, as there's no mouse over text, I don't know what it's supposed to do. Squeamish probably gives them negative thoughts from seeing bodies, I would think, but we'll keep an eye on this. Anyway, so here are the skills that they have. Most of them only have sort of one governing labor that they affect. Some of them, such as social, have multiple. This influences recruiting prisoners, trade, and things like that, social interactions. So this one probably is the most pieces of any of the skills. So I want to make sure that I have somebody who could do research. So I'm going to, let's see, this guy's a scientist. I know that I can get research higher than this. I think I can go up to 15. So I'm going to just re-roll a little bit until I get somebody with a really high research skill. I think if you get lucky with this backstory and you get like off-world nerd and Navy scientist, you can get a really high research attribute. Right, well, if this takes too long, I will just settle for the next best thing. Alright, whatever. So this guy's sort of a jack of all trades, but mostly focused on research. He was a Navy scientist and an RimWorld urchin, so he gets bonuses to shooting and hand-to-hand. So, yeah, pretty much general skills, not really great at anything except for research. We'll keep him as our scientist. The miner, definitely want to be good at mining. He's good at construction, shooting hand-to-hand, social. You never know if people are going to die, so it may not be a terrible idea to make sure that you don't have somebody who's incapable of something in case you need to be able to sort of fill in the gaps. So this guy's probably fine for a miner. He can also do construction and growing, etc. This guy, one thing I probably need is somebody with a relatively high social skill, but that might not matter too much. So this guy, we'll try to make him another broad generalist. Don't need multiple high research stats. This guy's just kind of all around good. So we'll go with him. Melton. He's age 69. Okay, and I guess these must be subjective ages, which when you start getting into faster than light travel is kind of important. I don't know if there's gene therapy or anything like that. Alright, so let's go ahead and start with these. Oh, whoops. The 69-year-old Melton is a sexual deviant. I don't know what that's going to do, but it sounds fun. He only has sex with aliens. Alright. Here, we have landed in our little escape pods. So, the view, as you can see, is pretty similar to Dwarf Fortress. We've got some of these muffalo over here, I think. Muffalo, which is like a buffalo, but muffier. And there appears to be some food and some metal on the ground over here. It's currently forbidden, so I'll unforbid that to grab it. Got a little stockpile area here, some sleeping mats, dumping area, or dumping. That is a primo pooping spot. And I'm looking for geothermal vents. Did not have any on my last map, and this one looks like it might be the same. Oh, no, here's one. Excellent. These geothermal vents, you could build... Oh, there's even one closer, too. Excellent. Sweet. Okay, cool. So let's get started. So basically, yeah, controls pretty similar to Dwarf Fortress. You know, character design, as you can see, kind of similar to Prison Architect, the way that they're shaped and the way that it looks. So my first priority is going to be to get sort of a little shelter for these guys. Typically I build outside, but I think I might do something a little different and just build into the mountain this time, just for funsies. So why don't I go ahead and do that. So what I'm going to need to do is order them to mine. So I think first I'll make them mine the metal, and then I'll have them go back into the mountain a bit, and then I'll make one large common area, and then I'll make some bedrooms for the people. Okay. So what I want to do is go to the overview. This is sort of your dwarf therapist type labor attribution motorcycle labor attribution system. So everyone's got mining enabled, so in theory they should be able to mine. So now if I unpause, will you guys please do what I tell you? Oh, now they're mining. Let's go. So now I don't have a ton of food. I actually can't think they can eat the raw food, but they prefer to have nutrient paste, so probably one of the first things I'm going to want to do is just build a solar generator so I can link up a nutrient paste dispenser. I'm doing things a bit differently than normal. Normally I just build a structure outside. You can build walls and doors and all that kind of stuff, but I'm going to play more like Dwarf Fortress this time, just for the sake of variety. These guys are doing their thing, digging everything out. Unlike Dwarf Fortress, you don't leave a whole bunch of stone behind, so that's nice. There's actually nothing that you can build with stone, only metal. These guys are eating raw food, that's going to give them negative thoughts, I think. Let's see what they say. Ate raw food. Yeah, they don't like that. It'll be okay for a couple of days until I can get this dug out, I think. Just camping out on an alien planet, no big deal. What's the worst that could happen? Just having ourselves a nice little sleep. Got some messages up here that basically give you little pointers on what you should have. I have no way of producing edible meals, any batteries. That's a good point. I'll probably have to build batteries for these solar panels. So obviously solar panels can only produce power when they are in the sun. So if I make some batteries to store the power that they create during the day, then I'll be able to power things at night. Now, I do have this geothermal vent over here too, which I'll connect up eventually. It takes a lot of metal though, compared to solar panels. Quite a bit more. Alright, now I can probably build one of these nutrient-based generators, and I'll just link it up right next to this. Probably gonna need a table as well. Table and chairs so they can eat. So they don't all need to eat at once. Having ourselves a nice little sleep. Again, I would probably have them indoors by now, but I'm playing on legendary difficulty. Self-imposed legendary difficulty. I'm hoping that pirate raiders don't come while I'm still getting set up. Come on guys, you can do it. Okay, so now I got that basically done. I can build some more structure. Oops. Not enough metal for a door. Oh yeah, okay. Now I should have. They have nothing else to do. Okay, so now I get some doors. I'm gonna have to make some power conduits here. Probably build some lights. I wonder if power conduits can go through doors. I think they do. I guess I should build another chair. Seems like they do like to eat all at once. Now I'll probably need some lights. Some beds. Alright. Looking good, guys. Okay, so now what I want to do, I need to build a research bench. Oh, that's actually a really small room. Didn't I realize how small that is? So build a research bench so I can get this guy researching hydroponics tables. Those things make food really fast compared to doing an outdoor growing area. So you can designate an area to grow, but a couple of things. So one, the crops only mature when they're exposed to light, and if you build them indoors on a hydroponics table, it's actually a different plant. It's like an easy grow or quick grow or fast grow potato or something along those lines, whereas growing outside would be regular old potatoes. Okay, so this thing is built. Let's research hydroponics. And my scientist will come. Who's got research enabled now? Do your thing, buddy. Okay, I'm going to sell these sleeping pads outside so they can sleep inside. Okay, so now my scientist is going, doing his thing. I've got bedrooms, I got food. Just take a quick stock of what I need here. I got plenty of batteries. I've got tons of metal now, so it might not be a terrible time to build a geothermal generator up here, as well as some power conduit. So now, this is a perfect example of somewhere I might want my scientists to only research and firefight. Obviously, if there's a fire, I want everyone to get involved in putting that bad boy out. And nighttime. So I'm already almost a third of the way through the research for hydroponic tables. I don't have a ton of food left. And I should probably designate some more area to mine. May not be a bad idea. No. This bigger. A lot bigger. Okay, somebody built that. Now I should have tons of power. This guy's almost done researching hydroponics. Let's start building stuff inside. Okay, boom. Hydroponics done. Let's go to the research screen, do pneumatic picks, which will improve my mining speed. What's this? Uh-oh. Local Muffalo has gone mad. There should be a gun somewhere. There's a gun. Who's got the highest shooting skill? Character, shooting 5, shooting 5, 3, 5, 5. Okay, Melton, you. We're gonna go grab this gun. It's hard to see right there. Now if that Muffalo comes around, you will be in trouble. Alright, furniture, hydroponics table. Let's build a couple of these. And what I want to do is build a sun lamp here so that they always get illumination. Hooray. Whoa, there's a buffalo. Holy crap. Melton, do you have the gun? You have the gun. First, let's put this in. Whoa, 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 whoa. Eaton, you know what? Okay, full alert. Everyone go crazy. Duarte. The crazy buffalo on the loose. Did you just shoot him in the back? Melton. Melton. No. Killing Melton. Okay, that thing's dead. Okay, now the buffalo body should go out into that dumping area. Good. Well, that was exciting. Now they're all talking about the experience they've just had. What are your thoughts? Duarte, what do you feel about this? Wounded, I'm sad about that. Hideous environment. Really? Is it that bad? 8 nutrient paste. It's not people, at least. Had a social chat. New colony optimism will last for 5 days. And then the honeymoon is over, as they say. Alright, guys. Oh! Right. Just throw it in the military. Okay. See, I'm already pumping out food. Now the stockpile is currently out here. I think I'm going to sell that and put it inside instead. Sell that stockpile. No, can I do that? No? I guess I'll just have to put another one inside. Stockpile area. No, no, there's nowhere to... Oh, wait, I just saw it. Right here. There. Now if there's stuff to stockpile, they can go inside. Get rid of this thing, will you? Forbidden. Oh, right. Unforbid that. Get this thing out of here. Duarte is trying to research, and there's a dead buffalo right next to him. Okay, my picks are more efficient. It's good. He's having himself a little sleep. People heal when they sleep, so sleeping is good. Boop. Okay, I need a research project. Let's see. Fear tech, no. Gun turret cooling, nutrient resynthesis. Go with gun turret cooling, it's actually quite good. So when I build my auto turrets out here to defend my entrance, then they will shoot 5 bullets instead of 3. Okay, let's call this not Crashville, but Sippy Town. Okay, I can probably move this stuff inside now. Should have enough room for it. Let's see, structure, build me, furniture, buildings. Okay, build that there, and then build table short here. With a couple of chairs. Okay, so now most of my important stuff is inside that I really have. And I think the environment is hideous, so probably at some point we'll have to get around to smoothing the stone and making it look nice once I get done mining. Uh-oh, raiders have landed nearby. That's not good. Where are they? Pretty close. Okay, so I need to build some auto turrets. I don't have enough metal for 2 of them. I only have enough metal for 1. How many raiders are there? Just 1? Just 1. Okay, 1 turret should be enough then. So I'll build it right here to cover the entrance. I need more metal though. Where can I find more metal? Seems to be some way over here. You can tell by this kind of different coloration. I was hoping there would be somewhere I was digging, but it doesn't seem like I've run into it yet. Uh-oh. Okay, so the guy is coming. Alright, who has a gun? The gun belongs to Melton? Yes. Alright, Melton, I'm going to activate you in the militia. I'm going to put you out here by the turret. Okay, you're going to attack. Wait, I have to get closer. Enemy has been incapacitated. Okay. So now, I can actually capture this guy if I have somebody with social skill. Let's see, social 3, social 3, where's, oh, Eaton is in bed, social 7, okay. So probably what I want to do real quick is make, before this guy bleeds to death, he's got a decent amount of health. Let me do this. Orders, cancel, stop digging this out for just a minute. We're going to make one more room real quick. Let's see, orders, 9. be so kind. Oh, melting. You can go back to doing your thing now. Guys, come on, come on. Okay, enough with the plant cutting, hauling, cleaning, growing, constructing. Just mine, please. Actually, I want construction. Okay, who had my social skill? Was it Melton? Social 3, Forte, social 3, social 7. Okay, so Eaton is going to be the warden. There you go. And I'll show you what we do with these prisoners. Okay, so now I'm going to need a couple of things. First, I need a bed. Furniture, you don't need a fancy bed. Just a sleeping spot is probably fine. Put that here. I need to build a door to seal this off. I need power for the door. Okay, so now I'm going to designate this for prisoner use. Okay, now who was... Warden is Eaton. Okay, so Eaton, I want you to get this guy, capture him. Okay, so now he's in here. Now this guy, Mercado, is going to have a prisoner tab. And I can try to recruit him and do friendly chat. Am I not a gracious host? Alright, now I can re-enable growing, except for my researcher. And then doctoring, probably good. Somebody needs to take care of that guy. Plant cutting, hauling, cleaning. Sure, you guys can do everything. I'm not researching. Okay. It looks like he dropped a weapon out here. Pistol. So I can unforbid that and then give somebody else a pistol. Eaton doesn't have a pistol. Why don't you go grab it? Gun turret cooling is finished. Okay. Make another light. Standing lamp. Suppose you want to have a light in your room? Why not? Duarte, where are you going? So you'll notice from time to time pieces of the wire will become damaged just sort of randomly, so you guys have to do some routine maintenance. Oh, yes, very important point here. You need to designate areas that you want to protect from fire as home zones. I should probably do this thing as well, in case any of this wire catches on fire. There we are. So basically what that says is if anything catches on fire in here, you guys will fight the fire. I think I need some more lights out here as well. So food is doing good. Hopefully that fire doesn't spread and destroy this wire. Really tell the difference between that dig speed now that we have the pneumatic picks. Oh, speaking of which, I need to start a new project, maybe carpet making researcher, okay? And as long as you guys aren't really doing much anyway, what I will do is, let's see, orders, no, what is it? Buildings, furniture, structure, that's it. Smooth stone. Just smooth all this out, make it nice and smooth. Oh, that fire is spreading. Alright, well we're coming up on the 30-minute mark, so I'll probably be wrapping this up pretty soon, but Again, as you can see, very similar to Dwarf Fortress in a lot of respects. I've actually not played Prison Architect, but I have seen a lot of videos of it, so I get the general gist. That's a comparison that's been drawn a lot with the art style, especially with the kind of lighting that goes with the 2D. And yeah, I'm liking it a lot so far. It's got a lot of potential. This is really, everything is better in space, is my opinion. If I have a choice between sci-fi and fantasy, I'll almost always pick sci-fi. I do like a good fantasy yarn, but this is great. I think colony management sims, sci-fi sims are, in my mind, relatively few and far between. There's a lot of 4X games that kind of touch on it, but the scale is obviously a lot more macro. So it's the entire planet, not just this small outpost. I got carpets now. But yeah, there's a lot of things I'd like to see. Small improvements, quality of life stuff mostly. Besides the the content. Obviously, the content needs to be fleshed out more. But again, this is an alpha. But some examples of small quality of life things that I would like to see. In the overview, what I would really like to see is something like Dwarf Fortress, Dwarf Therapist, that actually indicates what the proficiency is with the governing skill. So, you have a constructing skill, relevant skill, construction, right? You actually can mouse over and see this, but what might even be better is if there was a number that was just easily visible. So in Dwarf Therapist, they represent this by a square that gets bigger, or if you set the option, you can just have a number right in here. So I can see at a glance without having to mouse over what the aptitude is. Just a very small thing, but just be a little easier to navigate that way. So, other things besides that, right now, again, this is sort of relating to content, but there is trade. If you build a comms console, you can communicate with passing freighters and things like that, and you can do trade. Right now, the commodities that you can trade are relatively limited. You can get, for instance, I think uranium or plutonium, which is supposed to be for reactor, but that reactor, as far as I'm aware, doesn't exist yet in the game. So things like that I think are going to be awesome when they're implemented, and will really provide a lot of variety to the sort of types and roles of the things that you can build. Before I forget, one other small quality of life thing I'd really like to see is a power management top line view where I can see load versus output. So here, I know that the output of each solar generator is 1700 watts. What I'd like to see is maybe a three-part thing. What is my maximum output? What is my, say, stored wattage? And what is my current drain in, watts per whatever cycle or whatever the unit of time is. That could be really helpful for doing power management. Alright, so that's about it. I'm going to wrap it up, and thank you for watching. I'll put some information in the link where you can find more information about this game. Again, this is made by Ludeon Studios. The man at the helm is Tynan Sylvester. Sound design by Alistair Lindsay. And this game is really shaping up great. I'll probably do at least 1 or 2 more videos once there's a little bit more content. But for the time being, as an alpha and sort of a proof of concept, this is great. Really going in the right direction. Okay, thanks again for watching, and have a great day.